terrorizing them. And the people waited for only one thing, a savior that will save them. They cried until they gave up. Only one thing they asked for was, God, send us a savior. Send a Messiah. Send somebody that will help us. Send somebody that will listen to us. Send us a savior. Send us a Messiah. Send us somebody that will speak on our behalf. Sit down a minute. Sit down. I was telling my younger sister this morning as she came to my office. I said to my younger sister, I have done ministry 20 years. But there's one day that will live with me all my life. There's one day that still quakes in my bone anytime I give it a thought. It was one day I sat outside. I felt so alone. I needed one of my siblings to just stay with me. He had no money to give me. He can't help me. The problem is even too big for me. He couldn't solve it. But all I needed from him was just stay with me, so I can have someone that I can tell the way it truly feels. That was the only question. That was the only request. And he said no. He had to go. And I looked to the left, I looked to the right. And I said to myself, if it was more than this, I would have still been alone. You know why I told you that story? I don't just preach the gospel. I go through things myself sometimes. And anytime God delivers me, He gives me assurance to also preach to you that whatever you're going through is nothing before the Prince of Peace. I go through things as well. There were times it was so lonely. There were times that I didn't see my way out. But I always remember, He sent me. I am now in His hands. And Jesus announced to the Father, to all you have given to me, nothing will pluck them out of my hands. You know that? Yeah. So if you are in His hands, you are in His perfect will. It doesn't matter what happens. One sure word God has given to each of you is that nothing will take you out of His hands. So that fear must not have place in you. You can't be afraid. You can't. Nothing, absolutely nothing, whether in the water, on the sea, in the heavenlies, nothing will take you out of His hands. Because He has you engraved in the palm of His hands. And anytime the devil comes near you, He's always saying to the devil, touch not. Touch not. He can't touch you. If you don't show sign of fear, if you don't show sign of defeat, there is no man born of a woman that has the power or the ability to take you out of the promise and the will of God. You are in His hands. You are in His hands. He never forgets. He never gives up. He does not release His own to the enemy. No matter the power of the enemy, it's been broken already. Even before you saw it, God already took care of it. So what you're saying now is irrelevant. It has no meaning. Your case is settled. It's settled. It is settled.